Hey folks, welcome to Money Me. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. Um, Man, I got to talk about Nike. Boy, Nike was down. Let's. Nike was down what? 20% on Friday, June. Is it June 28th? June 28th. June 28th. Um, from a peak of $98 in June and of this year. Let's see the high 12/19/2023. So less than really 6 months basically. This stock was $122. Let's go back. Was 128.67 of February of 2023. Let's go back. Wow, it gets worse. It gets worse. 173.32. Okay, 11/4/2021 was the seems like that was the peak. Yep, and we call that pretty much the COVID peak. But it has been nothing but it is nothing but miserable. The stock closed at 75.37 and actually had touched, what was the low of the day? The low of the day was 74.55. And I want to talk about the stock, but I also want to talk about, and I don't want to talk about in a negative, but this is why you need to do your own homework. Don't follow videos like mine to jump in on something. You got to do your own homework, because even the best people, here he is, Jeremy, and I like Jeremy. Jeremy basically is an inspiration. I mean, he's the financial education channel. Big inspiration of me even wanting to do these type of videos, because I trade the market. And I don't. He has a huge portfolio, over 2 million, and I think he does Patreon, which helps, gives him cash flow, and he makes money from YouTube. And I always wonder if making money from YouTube and the Patreon can cloud your judgment, because if you lose, it's like going to the casino and you're playing in the World Series of Poker, 10,000, but you're not paying because somebody else bought you in. So it again, this is not to be negative about him, but I just wonder. And he's just made a video that just came out a day ago: buy Nike stock and don't stop. Now, he had come out earlier, a couple of months ago, and recommended, don't hold me exactly to the dime, was around $100. So let's listen to a little bit about what he has to say, because I'm going to tell you my opinion on Nike and what I'm thinking.
Buy Nike stock and don't stop buying. Oh, am I looking forward to getting into this one with you guys here today. I'm going to lay this video out like this here today, okay? Obviously, Nike stock has absolutely crashed. Right now, it is back to 2018 pricing on the stock now at this point in time, right? So I'm going to lay this video out like this. At first here, we're going to go through the latest earnings that just came out yesterday, the guidance. Was it that bad that the stock should have went down 20% and went back to pricing that the stock was back in 2018? We'll speak about that first. Then we're going to get into the state of their global peers. What about other global companies? Are their businesses great right now, bad? It's going to be a very important subject to kind of understand if Nike's really doing bad right now or if they're actually doing good in this environment. Third thing we're going to get into is competition. That's something that always comes up. Oh, what about these other companies? Things like that. Very importantly address that. Fourth thing we'll get into in this video, valuation. Is the stock actually a great deal, or is it not such a good deal at $75? Then we're getting into potential downside left here in the stock. And the last thing we'll get into is the potential upside. How far do I see the stock running over?
All right, as you can see, he's kind of laying it out, and I haven't watched this video yet. I'm watching it actually with you guys, but for copyright reasons, and you guys could go over and watch his video, I don't want to kind of feel like I steal his whole video, but I do want to address something because I follow him, and there's 3 stock recommendations that he has given, and 2 of them I'm personally in: PayPal, which I like, and has done terrible. PayPal has been up. It just can't seem to bust through $68, $70. And PayPal's back down to the $58, $57 range. Actually looking at a loss right now. We're in at PayPal at around 59, $60. And it was nice because we had a gain up there at You know, when you got a couple hundred shares, and now all of a sudden your account is back down, and you're watching certain stocks just kind of go, and you're watching, and when I'm making this video and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, he recommended PayPal. Another stock he recommended was Win. We're in Win. I like Win. Win, again, that was around $100. That's around $89 now. It was 100, went to like 110, and it's been nothing but down since. Nike, he recommended, and it's been nothing down but then. My worry is that reason I don't, and I'm gonna say I would not touch Nike right now because I think it's gonna be dead money, and I think there's a lot of competition, and he's probably gonna talk about it. Let's see, let's kind of fast forward a little bit.
This is a disaster dumpster fire for Nike, and their net income was up 45%. Their revenue's down 2%, right? Think about that for a moment. Let that sink in, because think about what it means for other companies when they're actually going through tough times. When other companies are going through tough times, they're losing money on their bottom line. They're in a situation where there's...
That's a good point. I mean, basically, their earnings were up, but their revenue was only down 2%. So Nike is still a solid company. I think what basically what did Nike in is that they undercut themselves, and sometimes that's all it takes is the talking about forecast.
Nike have no competition. I see all these other shoe brands. There's so many different brands and all these different things. And I mean, a lot of people sell shirts and, athletic pants and all this stuff.
I actually thought, and again, I don't want to play the full video, for copy. I don't want him to get upset that I'm trying to copy his whole video. And I watch him, I want to reference him, and I want your opinion on what you guys think of not him so much, because the guy obviously is smart, but mistakes happen. He did tremendous with Facebook. He's done tremendous with Tesla. He should have sold Tesla out. Now, he did buy some Tesla puts, but he's probably sometimes looking at, I've seen, if you look at his portfolio, that he's down like $1 million from peak. One of the brands that is really growing strong is Hoka, and Lululemon is taking a beat, and I've seen Hoka do really well. One of the brands that I thought would hurt them, and it didn't. It was Under Armour. Under Armour's hurting.
Two main issues that I think are huge issues that Nike doesn't have to deal with. Starbucks actually has a super legit competitor in North America that's going to be a problem for them over this next decade, and that their company's name is Dutch Bros, ticker symbol Bros on that one. That's a huge growth company. And by the way, the stock is...
And I will say Jeremy makes great videos. He really does. He's a smart guy. He lays out a lot smarter than me. He lays it out. It's just, man, I'm looking at PayPal, I'm looking at Win, and I'm looking at Nike, and those three are not doing good. And I don't agree. I think Nike is something that I wouldn't invest in. Now, he has it. If you look, let's go back. If you look at his 75 to 225, 75 to 225. When's that going to happen? I don't see that happening. 5 years. You got to have a lot of patience. Here's PayPal, 59 to 200. Jeremy has a big channel. He has several channels. This one only has 114 million views. Okay, I'm surprised, but he does have 731,000 subscribers. But he has other channels that I know of. I know he does. I think he has 2 or 3 channels. So this is the one that stuck out for me. Tell me what you guys think of Nike. I really wouldn't touch Nike. I don't think Nike is... Wow. Nike, and let me pull up. Yeah, 40. When was it? $45. $50 is 2017. I've seen so many stocks, boy. Once they disappoint, that's it. Let me pull up Nike and see. Nike's a big company, and that was a huge drop, man. If you would have had options, um, things are expensive. So that I wonder too if people are buying. Hoka's around 125, but you got Nike sneakers that are 200. I buy a lot of New Balance sneakers. Do I like Nike? Some of their designs, yeah, but they're expensive. So PE, according to, let's bring up Yahoo here, PE is 20. You know, any downside that they talk about is gonna definitely. Oh wow, yeah. Nike stock sinks receives 6 downgrades. Yeah, and this is not something when I make these videos that I kind of, maybe my videos would do better if I pre-planned them, but I like to do the research right on the fly with you guys and show you what I'm looking at, and Nike, yeah, Morgan Stanley. Ryan can see it created. Yeah, not doing good. Not doing good. So I think there's definitely more downside. The next downside is in the 71, and then really you get down to 60, and there's not much support there. I just wouldn't touch Nike now. I think Jeremy is wrong. Tell me what you guys think, and I just think there's so much other opportunity. And again, if the market's been on a tear, we get any type of correction, we could drop even more, and people will. And you know what happens is we're still early in the year, but if people are sitting on this stock come November with a loss, they take that tax loss selling. So, all right, guys, I do appreciate. Doesn't cost you nothing to like and subscribe to the channel. And I just use my experience in buying and selling stocks over the last 25 years and talk about all things money on this channel, Money Me. And thanks for watching. I am not a licensed broker, so I don't nothing to gain here. Nothing. It's just me making raw videos talking about stocks that are in the news, stocks I buy and sell and hold, and stocks I think that might be of interest to the general public. So I will see you again.